What it do to all of my free game people out there, man? You know what I'm saying? To all the FMB people out there. Today I want to talk to y'all about something that I was having a conversation with somebody about, and I was thinking about for a little while. And maybe this is common knowledge. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all feel like this is just some common shit that I'm kind of intellectualizing and I'm just thinking too hard. But this was this idea and something that I was thinking about when it comes to the terms of, first impressions, and understanding that people build a character of you based strictly solely off of that first impression. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, what I mean by that is off of that first impression, because we are all layered individual, but I can never fully understand them layers if, I'm first meeting you. But off of that first impression, or even first sighting, or whatever you want to say, I get to now come into my consciousness. And now when I put you in my imagination, if I do choose to invite you into that space in my mind, if I put you in my imagination, I have to fill in your character traits. And based off of that first impression, I'm going to fill you in with certain character traits. So let's say I meet you, and when I first meet you, you are the nicest person on the planet to me. You just the nicest, kindest motherfucker ever. If I imagine you, or even if let's just say I have a dream about you, the dream that I may have may be of you doing kind actions, but in real life, you can be evil as shit. You can be the most hateful motherfucker ever. But because of the fact that when I met you, and when we first interacted, our first impression was kind. So then in turn, I can only go off of what I know. And it then builds this character in my mind. Your character build is now a kind man who helped me at this point, or a kind person who did this, or you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. This even go into not even just first impressions. This can just go into, the way you view somebody, how they dress, the way you view when you see somebody dressing a certain way. If you go out and you see a young lady and she dressed as something they call promiscuously, it builds a character in your mind. So then you can only see them in said way. You can only see them with these characteristics because this image that is being portrayed through the clothes that they may be wearing is attached to these certain personality traits. You know that usually when people wear these clothes, they act like this. So then you fill in those character traits to somebody that may not fulfill those same bullet points when it comes to personality. Though that person may be nothing like that, but because they took on this image, if you don't know them enough, or you don't take the time to understand their layers, you're going to view them as that. You're going to, categorize them and characterize them as this, and that's where they're going to sit in your mind. So then that's going to subconsciously teach you how to treat them, and give you the view of how you would treat them, and how you think of them, and how you will, and what they may present in your mind. You know what I'm saying? And what space and what ideas you may think of them, strictly based off of the character that was built off of a first impression, or just a first time sight. They have now stepped into your subconscious mind that this is who they is because of that image. And then you also know what's attached to those images. Because of the fact that you know what's attached to those images, when you see somebody that's upholding that image, you only know, your mind strictly and straight goes to the things that you know that's attached to that. So back to the example of you see a girl that's dressed a certain way. Your mind tells you that girls that's dressed this way come with these characteristics because you know that when you looked on Instagram, I seen a girl doing this and she was shaking her ass. Or you looked on, you was on TikTok and you seen a girl dressed like this, she was talking about cheating on her boyfriend, or whatever the case may be. So your mind attaches those same characteristics to that person because it's based off of the image that they hold in. So this is why it's important to understand how you presenting yourself in the world, and or just be strategic with it. Like if you want to represent those type of characteristics, then you are doing the right thing. And if you're doing it, consciously, what I'm saying, then it's different. But if you're doing it with the idea that those things don't make you who you are, then you are wrong. You are teaching people subconsciously how to treat you because they we've all been flooded with images. The social media has made this even more of a thing because we've all been flooded with images. So through that fact that we've all been flooded with images, the way you present yourself tells a story more so now than ever before. Because of the fact that those images have told us that this is what this person is like because of these images and these characteristics that is attached to this said image. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully that's making sense, man. I love y'all, free game people. Take care of yourselves. Understand how you present it in the world, man. I'm out of here.